I think I'll go ahead and get that sauce going.
For about 5 years, Ron Murray lived in the kitchen.
It takes fresh ingredients, but you got to get everything timed right.
Slicing, dicing, sautéing, creating.
But I mean, it is spaghetti.
And when it all comes together,
Hopefully, it'll taste really delicious.
food has been his passion, but one ingredient was missing. That was Marquetta.
Absolutely.
For the past few years,
Shall we eat?
Ron and Marquetta have left the comforts of the kitchen to create something new, something different, something Alaskan. It was this picture back in 2011, Words on a Sign, which brought these two together.
It was love at first sight. We tried to ignore that, but there was no ignoring it.
Love and a shared desire that has led them into the darkness, searching for the light.
I have the love of my life, and she loves the same things as I do, and we share that passion. It just makes life a whole lot better.
On this night, the temperature in Fairbanks is mild.
No 2 nights are ever the same.
Ron and Marquetta are making their rounds.
We'll be picking up 4 more, so we got a full band tonight.
Between August and early April,
Absolutely amazing.
the pair attracts visitors to Fairbanks from all over the world to join them on an unforgettable adventure.
If you've never seen it, it's like the world's greatest light show.
Oh my God, this is good.
I tell people Vegas has nothing on us.
For ages, mankind has tried to make sense of the magic and mystery of the aurora borealis. And while we are only just truly beginning to understand the science behind it, that mystery still remains. This is where the aurora begins. Solar storms on our sun can cause eruption-like events known as solar flares. Often solar flares or coronal mass ejections will send a cloud of protons and electrons hurling towards our planet. It takes about 2 days to reach Earth. These electrically charged particles are then deflected by our magnetic field. But when the magnetic field lines recouple on the backside of the planet, a small amount of these particles slingshot back to Earth, where they reach the gases in our atmosphere. It's this reaction, between 60 and 120 miles above the Earth's surface, that causes the glow of the northern lights.
Honest, it is the most beautiful thing in our solar system.
But as Dr. Neil Brown, a retired rocket scientist and aurora specialist, explains, to see the lights, everything on Earth and in space must come together perfectly.
Every single storm that leaves the sun headed towards the Earth is like a tumbleweed of both magnetic material and electrical materials. We can have the biggest storm you could ever imagine from the sun, but if it's set up wrong at the last few minutes, it'll sweep right on by.
For the past 3 decades, Brown has dedicated his life to understanding the aurora, fascinated by the beauty and possibilities.
Green in the aurora is caused by oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere, which is there because of trees and humans, that carbon dioxide oxygen balance. That indicates there's life on Earth. So if you see aurora with oxygen light glowing on some planet far outside of our solar system, it's a candidate to look at for life. There's a possibility.
And we have seen that.
We have seen that.
Scientists have also discovered just how tied together the aurora borealis in the north and the aurora australis in the south really are.
The two of them are identical to one another. What you see in one happens in the other.
While we have learned a lot throughout the last century, Brown says we still have a long way to go. One area of particular interest for the doctor is studied here at Poker Flat Rocket Range.
3, 2, 1.
Does the aurora make a sound? A question that, despite research and 2,300 years of written records, remains unknown.
How can the aurora, which appears to be 60 miles away from us in the sky, create the illusion of sound? One thought is it's really not sound, but it's somehow creating an electrical or magnetic something or other that's working directly with the brain in the human being. Because not all people can hear the aurora.
Despite its beauty and intrigue,
It's a doomsday scenario. It's pretty scary.
solar storms creating the aurora could potentially send civilization as we know it back to the Stone Age. Even back in 1859, when technology was primitive, a massive solar storm known as the Carrington event wiped out the telegraph system.
The granddaddy of all storms on human record, it was unequaled. And people could read the newspaper all night long in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, by the aurora that was in the sky.
Another hit Earth on March 13th, 1989.
It could wipe out any electronic device we have, all of our electrical systems. It would cost billions and billions of dollars to repair and could take several years to get everything back up and going again.
Solar weather destroyed satellites in space, transformers, and electrical grids along the east coast of the United States and Canada.
$265 million AT&T satellite gone in a heartbeat.
More than 6 million people living in Quebec experienced a full-scale power blackout for 9 hours.
We're nervous about that because the sun could do that again today, anytime.
In fact, it almost happened in 2012. Here's an animation of what that storm looked like coming off the sun. A near miss, one that the National Academy of Sciences claims would have created damage exceeding $2 trillion and taken several years to repair. Still, there's something magical about the phenomenon. So while scientists continue to throw educated theories like spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks,
Yeah, right here, purple.
for most of us,
That's the good stuff right there.
just witnessing the dancing lights is spiritual, magical,
I always thought about Beethoven's Fifth. Da-da-da-bum.
and inspiring for Dr. Brown, who is known to conduct more than experiments under the aurora. A silent symphony of color, one that was the key ingredient in bringing Ron and Marquetta together.
We got married under the Northern Lights. We met because of them.
A union sealed under the vibrant colors created by a complicated science, but simply known as the Northern Lights. For Assignment Alaska, in Fairbanks, with photojournalist Dave Brooks, Blake Essig, Channel 2 News.